Okay, good morning from Bangkok, everyone, and happy Friday. As we say in the legal business, and probably a lot of other businesses now, what's the best thing about Friday? Only 2 more days left in the working week. Yeah, we've been on 7 days for a long time now. All right, welcome to the Glove Supplier Series, Show Me the Money Part 2. My name is David Lawrence. I'm an Illinois qualified attorney living and working here in Thailand since 2010. My relevant experience to this series, despite having been in the medical gloves business as in-house counsel for Sri Trang Gloves, is having spent my entire career in litigation and having some on-the-ground experience here in dispute resolution for problems of this nature. Okay, in this series, we are discussing the ways to increase your chances or increase your odds of getting some sort of recovery once you've lost the money. I'm not going to harp on you about due diligence because something in that process has probably failed already and there's no way to undo what's done, so we have to look forward and keep moving forward. Part of that is admitting you've got a problem, right? It's not AA, but it's like admitting you've got a problem and being willing to act decisively on it, okay? Don't be embarrassed. It's happened to so many smart, good people because you've trusted someone you believed you could trust, right? There's no shame in that, but you do have pressure. Okay, so we got to increase the odds. We got to take the Han Solo approach sometimes, which is never tell me the odds. But in this video, we're going to talk about the immediate steps you can take once you realize there's a problem to start building the groundwork. Now, in the last series, we talked about the clock starting ticking, right? The clock, in my opinion, starts ticking the minute you send the money because the distance between your money going somewhere and how long it's been there where you don't know where it is or what it's doing is the problem. The problem doesn't start when they start giving you excuses that they're in the hospital or their mom is sick or their brother's whatever, or their dog died, all of which are real excuses we've seen. Okay, so when you find out a problem, you got to do something. Okay, getting right into it. Let's look what you can do in the US. Okay, FBI.gov/coronavirus. Scroll down to report COVID-19 fraud. File reports, any or all of these. And what happens is if you mention Thailand, you mention Bangkok, you mention the fraud, you mention the medical gloves, which incidentally, medical gloves as an enforcement priority will get more attention than standard PPE because the FDA is also involved. Anyway, you report it here and it will find its way to Homeland Security Investigations and Immigrations and Customs Enforcement here in Bangkok. The plus side, it's free. You can do whatever you want. The downsides are, the government is not your personal army. So as much as they would like to help you, that's not their priority. Their priority is to stop this from happening so other people don't get hurt. But at the same time, they have relationships with local law enforcement to begin some sort of action and cracking down. But you lose control of that process. They have their own procedures. They go through what they need to go through. And it takes time, right? From filing in the US to here could be a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month. And again, the longer you're separated from your money, the less of it there will be to recover, if any. Okay, so I would suggest you also take a multi-pronged approach and do something locally. Locally, what can you do? Well, locally, you can hire a lawyer or you can get your local contact to file a police report. I'm going to use the next couple videos to get into that because it's complicated, but you have those options as well. And so I hope this has been helpful and something to start.